Hello students, after classification of haloalkane and haloarine, we are starting our second part of the chapter class 12 organic chemistry, haloalkane and haloarine. So we are starting from nomenclature. Nomenclature of haloalkane and haloarine. So we know that halogen atom means F, Cl, Br and I atom. They are not used as a principal functional group. Their priority is very less in priority series. That's why they are used as a prefix. They are used as a locate, or their priority is very low. Priority is lower than double bond or triple bond. So we can say halogen atom are always used as a prefix in IUPAC nomenclature. For example, if we have simply this compound. So in this compound, first of all, we are choosing the longest carbon chain. When we are doing the numbering of parent carbon chain, then we have to remember that halogen atom have very lower priority, even lower priority than carbon double bond carbon. That's why we will give priority to double bond. So we will do numbering like that: 1, 2, 3, 4. So why we are giving the preference to double bond in comparison to halogen atom? Because the priority of halogen atom is very less than double bond. That's why we are giving the preference to double bond. So what is the name? Now first of all, the name of prefix, that is chloro. Chloro is present on 4 number carbon, so we can say 4 chloro. How many carbon chain? That is 4. So what is the word root for 4? So that is bute. 4 chlorobute. Now E is present on 1. So 1E. So its name is 4 chlorobute 1E. Similarly, if we are taking like that, now 1, 2. Double bond is at second number. Now 1, 2. Double bond is present on second number carbon atom. 1, 2. 1, 2. From both sides in parent chain carbon atom, or we can say double bond is coming at second number. So we will give priority to this. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So if multiple bond will tie from both sides, then we will give priority to our locant. So its name is like 1 chloro bute 2E. Similarly, if we have like that is fluoro and that is methyl. Both are present and second number of carbon of parent chain. So we will give priority according to alphabetical order as per rule. So that is the fluoro and that is the methyl. First letter of fluoro is F and first letter of methyl is M. That's why F will come first alphabetically. So we will give priority to F. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So our compound will be like that: 2 fluoro, 4 methyl, and after that pentane. We will use ane because there is single bond. So that is 4 chloro, 4 fluoro, 2 fluoro, 4 methyl pentane. 2 fluoro, 4 methyl pentane. So it's very simple nomenclature. There is no nothing very special in nomenclature. You can use the normal nomenclature rules, but just you have to remember that when you are giving name to any haloalkane or any halogen derivative of alkane, then the halogen name is come at very lower priority. That's why we prefer to double bond. Okay. Next is physical properties. Now physical properties of haloalkane. First of all, we will discuss the boiling point. There is some universal rule that boiling point depend upon intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules. If intermolecular force of attraction is very strong, for example in like hydrogen bonding, then boiling point will be higher. But if intermolecular force is very weak, like London forces, van der Waals forces, weak, very weak van der Waals forces, then boiling point will be lower because we have to give less energy to break that bond. So we can say boiling point is directly proportional to strength of intermolecular force of attraction. And if we compare different type of intermolecular force of attraction, then we all know that hydrogen bonding is very strong interaction. After that, van der Waals. After that, dipole-dipole interaction. Dipole-dipole interaction. And in last we can say weak or very weak van der Waals forces. Van der Waals forces, or we can say London forces. So if we are talking about hydrogen bonding, so if we are taking like HF, yes, HF, fluorine is present and fluorine atom is most electronegative atom. It is capable to form hydrogen bonding. So first molecule of HF, second molecule of HF. So it's here is delta negative charge and there will come delta positive because electron of this bond will shift towards fluorine because fluorine is more electronegative atom. Now in second molecule also electron of this bond will shift towards fluorine atom. So there is partial negative and there is partial positive. Now this F partial negative atom will make a bond with this H atom which is attached to this electronegative atom. This is called as hydrogen bonding. So simply we can say hydrogen bonding is possible when in one molecule there is electronegative atom and in second molecule there is any hydrogen atom is present, but condition is that hydrogen atom should be bonded with electronegative atom. And in our organic chemistry we consider three atoms are more and very electronegative: F, O and N. So that is electronegative atom. Electronegativity of fluorine is more than oxygen, after than nitrogen. So three atoms we consider as an electronegative atom. So yes, in HF hydrogen bonding is possible, but apart from HF, where any other alkyl halide like any other alkyl halide, so we can say like the CS3, Cl, CS3Br, CH3I, yes, they can't form hydrogen bonding. They are not capable to form hydrogen bonding. But yes, they can make dipole-dipole interaction. Dipole-dipole interaction. So boiling point is directly proportional to strength of intermolecular force of of attraction, first point. Second point, boiling point is directly proportional to molecular weight. And third point, or we can say size of atom, because van der Waals force depend upon size of atom. So if size of atom is increased, then van der Waals forces are also increased. So boiling point, second point is molecular weight directly proportional. Third point is boiling point is inversely proportional to number of branching. And last one we can say yes, boiling point is directly proportional to H bonding. So if any molecule is capable to form hydrogen bonding because it is very strong intermolecular force of attraction, so we can say boiling point will be higher. So if we are comparing same number of carbon alkyl halide like R, F, RCl, RBr and Ri. If R is same, then we can say because I have the size very large, so dipole-dipole interaction, or we can say overall force of attraction will also be higher because if boiling point is directly proportional to molecular weight. So we can say boiling point of Ri is greater than Rbn, then RCl, and at last Rf. If R is same, and if we compare haloarine with hydrocarbons of comparable molecular weight, means molecular weight of hydrocarbon and haloalkane is almost same. So because there is dipole-dipole interaction is present, but in hydrocarbons we can say van der Waals force of attraction are present. Van der Waals force of attraction are weaker than dipole-dipole interaction. So we can say boiling point of haloalkane, or we can say alkyl halide. So we can say boiling point of alkyl halide will be more than hydrocarbon, which have almost similar molecular weight. But if we compare haloalkane or alkyl halide with alcohols, ROH, if we compare the boiling point of alkyl halide and alcohol, comparable molecular weight, means molecular weight should be approximate similar. So we all know that alcohols have OH. So this OH group is capable to form H bonding, hydrogen bonding, but alkyl halide are not capable to form hydrogen bonding. That's why we can say alcohols have higher bonding. So we can discuss the boiling point. Second physical property of alkyl halides is solubility. So if we are discussing about solubility, we should know that we have two types of solvent. First one are organic solvents and second one is water. Almost all organic compounds are obviously can dissolve in organic solvent because like dissolve like principle. Like dissolve like principle. But when we are talking about H2O, so we can say alkyl halide are very less, or we can say partially miscible with water. are partially miscible with water. They are not properly miscible with water, because if we are talking about miscibility with water, then the energy required to break the hydrogen bonding of water molecule is not sufficient when we mix alkyl halide in water. It is not sufficient. So the energy which is required to break the hydrogen bonding of water molecule is not sufficient when we mix alkyl halide into water. So basically alkyl halide are partially miscible with water. So these are the physical properties of alkyl halide. Next one is chemical properties, or we can say first method of preparation. Method of preparation of alkyl halide. Means how can we prepare the alkyl halide? Which functional group are helpful for preparation of alkyl halide? So first of all we can discuss from alkene. Yes, from alkene we can prepare alkyl halide. How from alkene can we prepare the alkyl halide? Simply by hydrohallucination. By hydrohallucination. By hydrohallucination of alkene, we can prepare alkyl halide. For example, if we are taking propene plus HX. HX means hydrogen halide like HCl, HBr, HI, etc. Now it is an electrophilic addition reaction. There will be electrophilic addition reaction, and we have to consider the Markovnikov rule. Markovnikov's rule. That Markovnikov's rule we have discussed in 11th class, that if unsymmetrical alkene react with unsymmetrical reagent like HX, HBr, HCl and HI, then the negative part of reagent means X minus will be attached on that double bonded carbon atom which have less hydrogen atom. So X minus we have to attach on this carbon, and obviously H plus we have to attach on this carbon. So product will be like that: CH3, CH, X, CH. So we are getting that alkyl halide by hydrohallucination of alkene. But if we are taking HBr in the presence of peroxide, then what will happen? Then we have to consider the anti-Markovnikov rule. According to anti-Markovnikov rule, when unsymmetrical alkene react with HBr in the presence of peroxide, then negative part means Br negative would be attached on that double bonded carbon which have more number of hydrogen atom. That's why that is called anti-Markovnikov. Anti-Markovnikov means opposite of Markovnikov rule. So our product will be like that. Free radical addition mechanism will occur here. So by hydrohallucination of alkene, our first method of preparation, we can get alkyl halide. Now what is the second method of preparation? Second method of preparation, we can also get alkyl halide from alkane. From alkane. From alkane we can also get alkyl halide. How? By halogenation of alkane. Halogenation of alkane. It's very simple. We have also studied this one in 11th class. So when we are doing halogenation of alkane, so that is free radical. Free radical substitution reaction. So it's free radical substitution reaction. So CH4 react with chlorine and we required had sunlight or H nu, that is called sunlight. In the presence of sunlight, when alkane react with halogen, then one by one all hydrogen atom of alkane will be substituted through halogen atom. So that is called free radical substitution reaction. So first we will get CH3Cl, means monohalide. But this reaction will not stop here. So again Cl2 will react here, and what we have here, HCl. HCl will be removed. Again HCl will be removed. One H and Cl will remove, and another Cl will be attached to this carbon atom. So CH2 Cl will be here. Again Cl2 will react here. Again one HCl will be removed, and we will get CHCl3. So that is chloroform. And when this chloroform again react with Cl2, what happened? CCl4, we will get CCl4. Again HCl will remove. So this is not a better method, or we can say it is not a good method. Not a good method. Not a good method for preparation of alkyl halide. Why? Why? Because in this method we are getting monohalide, mixture of monohalide, dihalide and polyhalide. Because we are getting mixture of monohalide, dihalide and polyhalide, and we have to separate this mixture to get monohalide, and yield of monohalide is also very less. So we should not prefer this method for preparation of halide or alkyl halide. Now what is the third method of preparation? Third method of preparation is from alcohol. From alcohol. Yes, from alcohol. That is a good method of preparation. That is the best method. That is the best method of preparation of alkyl halide. So always we prefer alkyl halide should be prepared from alcohol. If we use CH3, CH2OH, we can react this alcohol with HCl in the presence of anhydrous ZnCl2. Now what is the role of anhydrous ZnCl2? Actually OH is a very poor living group, and anhydrous ZnCl2 or anhydrous AlCl3, these are the Lewis acid. They can make a complex with this oxygen atom OH group by receiving one electron pair from this oxygen atom, and that's why these compounds will create a positive charge on electronegative O atom, So when electronegative atom bear a positive charge, it's very unstable. That's why this positively charged O atom will take the electron of this bond and will easily remove. So we can say anhydrous ZnCl2 make better. What make better? That the poor leaving group OH. Poor leaving group OH become better in the presence of better leaving group in the presence of anhydrous ZnCl2. So it can easily leave the molecule. Ultimately we will get CH3, CH2, Cl plus byproduct will be. Is there any other method of preparation of alkyl halide from alcohol? Yes, another method of preparation also. So that is the first method. Second method, we can also use PCl3, PCl5, this chlorinating acid. So CH3, like we have CH3Cl, and we are using PCl3. We are using PCl3. So we should it should be OH. So we should take 3 molecules. One OH will be substituted by one halogen atom, means one Cl atom, and we will get 3 CH3 Cl plus. What is remaining part? Remaining part is one phosphorus atom, and because 3 OH we are removing, so 3 OH. And one phosphorus is remaining. It can make H3PO3. So simply you can learn like that, H3PO3. That is a byproduct. Now we can also use PCl5. Third, we can also use PCl5. So CH3OH plus PCl5. Phosphorus pentachloride, and we will get CH3Cl plus HCl plus remaining part POCl3, phosphor chloride. So that is another method of preparation. Yes, we can use SOCl2 like CH3OH, and we can use SOCl2. If we are using SOCl2, then one OH will be substituted through one Cl atom, so we will get CH3Cl plus HCl plus SO2. So we can say if we are using alcohol, then we have 4 different type of method or 4 different type of chlorinating agents which we can use for chlorination of this compound, or we can say we can convert alcohol into alkyl halide. But which method among us, these 4 methods we have to prefer? We have to prefer this 4th one method. So that is the best method. That one is the best method. Why this method is best method? Why this method is considered as a best method? Because in this method, our byproducts like HCl, that is gas, and SO2, that is also gas. So our byproducts are gaseous. Our byproducts are gaseous, so they can easily remove. We should not apply any special separating techniques to separate these byproducts from our major product. But in all other methods like H2O, H2O is liquid. That one is also liquid. CH3Cl, liquid, again it is liquid. It is liquid, it is gas, but it is liquid. So it is liquid and both byproducts are gas. So gaseous byproduct can be easily removed. So we should not apply any special separating techniques. So this method is very good method. So we can use this method when we are preparing our alkyl halide from alcohols. Now what are the another methods according to your NCERT? You can prepare aryl halide also. You can prepare aryl halide also. For this you have to use diazotization. Diazotization. So what is the diazotization reaction? Diazotization reaction means formation of diazonium salt. Diazonium salt using aniline. So if we are forming diazonium salt using aniline, so that is a good method of preparation of aryl, and that is called diazotization. So like that, if we are taking aniline, so that is aniline, and if we react aniline with NaNO2 plus HCl. NaNO2 plus HCl. Why we are taking NaNO2 plus HCl? Because NaNO2 plus HCl will give us HNO2. That is called nitrous acid. Nitrous acid is sometimes unstable, so we cannot directly put into in this aniline mixture. That's why we take NaNO2 means sodium nitrite, and HCl. The sodium nitrite and HCl both react together in aniline mixture, and they will produce HNO2 means nitrous acid, and this nitrous acid will act on aniline, and ultimately our aniline will get converted into diazonium salt. What a diazonium salt is the diazonium salt. Now this diazonium salt, it is called benzene diazonium chloride. Benzene diazonium chloride. This benzene diazonium chloride, when react with CuCl, HCl, it will produce chlorobenzene and liberate nitrogen gas. If we react it with CuBr, HBr, it will produce bromobenzene. If we react it with CuCN, HCN, it will produce benzonitride. So that is benzonitride. Benzonitride is very important compound if we do the acidic hydrolysis. Through acidic hydrolysis or complete hydrolysis, we can convert cyanide group into COOH group. So we can get benzoic acid. Benzoic acid. And its partial hydrolysis give us benzamide, CONH2, that is called benzamide, and its reduction give us, if we do reduction of benzonitride in the presence of LiNH4, then we get amine. So you can observe a number of compounds can be prepared from benzonitride. A number of compounds can be prepared from benzonitride. Now these three reactions, formation of chlorobenzene using CuCl, HCl, CuBr, HBr, formation of bromobenzene, as well as using CuCl, HCN, formation of benzonitride. These three reactions are known as Sandmeyer reactions. Sandmeyer reaction. Diazotization reaction and Sandmeyer reaction both are name reactions, and you know all name reactions are very important on the point of view of your exam. Now, if we react benzene diazoxide chloride with Ki, potassium iodide, then we will get iodobenzene. And if we react benzene diazoxide chloride with HBF4, then we will get fluorobenzene. If we react it with warm water, then we will get phenol. And if we react benzene diazoxide chloride with H3PO2 or ethanol and NaCl, if we treat benzene diazoxide chloride with either H3PO2 or ethanol plus NaCl, then we will get benzene. So we can say benzene diazoxide chloride is a very important intermediate. It can use to convert to prepare a number of aromatic organic compounds. So this reaction is very important reaction. Another method of preparation of alkyl halide is halide exchange method. Using halide exchange method, we can also prepare alkyl halide. So what is halide exchange method? Halide exchange method. So if we are talking about halide exchange method, its name is suggesting us there is an exchange between two halogen atoms. So halide exchange method, we are taking two reactions. First one is Finkelstein reaction. Finkelstein reaction is important and very important. It is used for the preparation of alkyl iodide or iodoalkane. So we can treat our alkyl halide with sodium iodide, NaI. Alkyl halide with sodium iodide. So we will get Ri plus NaX. Ri plus NaX. What is X here? X may be Cl, Br. So that reaction is known as Finkelstein reaction, and Finkelstein reaction is used to prepare alkyl iodides. Here you can understand that why it's called halide exchange method, because halogen atom is exchanged via which group? That is I. So I is used to exchange the X, that's why that is called halide exchange method. Second halide exchange method is called as Schwartz reaction. Now Schwartz reaction is that halide exchange reaction which is used to prepare fluoroalkane, or we can say alkyl fluoride. It is used to prepare alkyl fluoride. So for that we can treat our alkyl halide with AgF, or you can take AgF. So AgX will remove and RF plus AgX. Here again X you can take like Cl, Br, etc. So Schwarz reaction is also very important reaction. Finkelstein reaction is also very important. Halide action reaction. In both reactions are link reaction, and Finkelstein reaction is used to prepare alkyl iodide, as well as Schwarz reaction is used to prepare alkyl fluoride. So these are the some method of preparation which are given in your NCERT. That is a method of preparation of alkyl halide. Thank you.